Again, today we shall be looking at the deserts of the world, and we do have some very vital information to share with you today, and we would like you to keep watching. On this episode, we will be looking at the definition of what deserts are, and as you can see, it's interesting to know that there are a variety of deserts around the world, the different countries and the different parts of the world in terms of continents. Also, there are over 20% of deserts on the earth are covered in sun. Just over 20%. Just over 20%. That's a little bit small. And also, it's good to know that less than 10 inches of rain fall on deserts every year. And it's also expected that the vegetation in the deserts are not expected to be like in a normal environment as a result of the ground and the process of denudation that's affected the area. Also, areas that are covered by snow and icy, sometimes called cold deserts. This happens in most of the time in areas around the world, like in the Antarctica. Deserts are in every single continent. All continents around the world, except in Europe. Europe doesn't have any deserts, so this is important to know. Something more about deserts is that you do have oases, which are fertile areas in the deserts. They are semi-fertile areas, mostly inhabited by vegetations and animals. The hottest deserts on Earth has been known to be the Sahara Desert. The coolest desert on Earth is the Antarctica, if you want to have the definition based on the deserts. Sahara Desert is the largest and the hottest desert on Earth. That's a fact. Something more also to know is that deserts receive less than 10 inches of rain a year. That's less than 10 inches of rain every year. The second largest and hottest desert on Earth is the Arabian Desert, which is found in the Middle East. More desert information is that you see 20% of the world's land surface is covered in deserts. That's just 20% of the Earth's land surface is deserts. Animals that live in the deserts have learned to adapt to desert conditions, which is exceptionally important for them to survive. There are, however, other areas where other deserts around the world that includes the Gobi Desert in Asia, you have the Kalahari in Africa, you have the Patagonian Desert in South America, Victoria Desert in Australia, and the Great Basin Desert in North America. These are some of the deserts that are well known to mankind currently. The hottest, that's, for example, deserts are really hot during the day, and also they may be very cold at night, which is a good characteristics of deserts. Most of the animals that live in deserts are nocturnal. It will depend, but we'll be looking at those different animals as we proceed to our presentation as well. Around one of the Earth's surface is covered, 1/3 of the Earth's surface is covered with deserts. You will find that the deserts in Australia, Latin America, South America, and also in North Africa as well. You'll find deserts in those parts of the world. Something more also, desert land surfaces could be very different. It all depends on the deserts. Might be having stones on it, might also be having snow on, and might also have sand on it. The word deserts means simply means abandoned place, as you may know, which clearly define what a desert is. Should be definitely a harsh condition area where it's so difficult for anyone to survive, humans or plants, even animals. The temperature on average in deserts can be 38 degrees to 40 degrees to say during the day, and could go below -4 to -5 degrees at night. Of course, this is going to be depending or varies on where the desert is actually located, in which part of the world, but that should be around the normal. The Saharan deserts is in the North Africa. The desert spreads its sun. The sun of the Sahara Desert is across 12 countries. This is amazing. So this is something that these people need to take note of. Also, the following mammals could be found in deserts. In terms of mammals, you have the bobcat, which is popular. The coyote, it's always there. And you may find jackrabbit as well, always in deserts around the world. The heaps of other large deserts could also include the Gobi Deserts, the Kalahari, we've talked about that, the Great Victorian Deserts in Australia. You also have reptiles could be found in deserts, could be like rattlesnakes, are very common there. And you have desert turtles, desert iguanas as well, and the horned lizards. These are very popular reptiles you could find in deserts all over the world. Birds are also very common there. You have different birds like the red-tailed hawks. You have the hummingbirds. You have the barn owl and the turkey vulture. These are some of the birds. Of course, camels are always one of the very nouns. You will say that animal that has worked the deserts in different capacity over the years, and it's so interesting to see that camels have been this important. So that's just all we have for you